So, out today with my best friend, my son. We're exploring a new area, never been in. We're following this creek. We're going to follow it all the way back to a base of a mountain. On the map, it looked like it's going to be probably a mile to 2 miles back in there. Really didn't take time to measure it because we were wanting to hurry up and get out here. But this thing is beautiful, crystal clear. Love going where there's no trails. Always a problem when you're bushwhacking close to creeks. In the Appalachian Mountains anyway. Thick rhododendron you have to go through. Always slows you down. This is a beautiful area though. We just came through that. So it's really gotten thick now. So we're starting to climb now. So we got to go up here into these hardwoods and just kind of follow the creek on up to the, I don't know if you can see, it goes up here and then the mountains up here, and that's the destination. And we got 2 more of these we're going to do today. So we came through the hardwoods, and they were pretty thick too, but it really opened up down here. So we're going to take a short break, drink some water, and shed one of these shirts. Hold on, let me record it. Yeah, so this is like a natural jacuzzi. This is pretty deep here, and there's like a little, you can see a shelf here and like a chair to sit on and lean back here. Yeah, stick the walking stick in there. Let's see how deep it is. Alright. Wow. Yeah, all the way up. Alright, now pull it up.
That's like 30 inches deep.
Yeah.
30 inches. Yep. So you can sit in there and be up to your neck.
Easy. So there's Andrew's down here. There's no moonshine still down here next to the creek. That's how they used to cool them. But this really opens up in here, and this is the mountain going up, and we have a camp on the other side of it. So we came down the hill into the valley, and there's actually a waterfall right here, and I'm telling you, this is out in the middle of nowhere, and this is amazing running into that out here. That's real neat. The mountain goes up through there. Alright, so there's the waterfall. These rocks were stacked next to the creek. This is another moonshine still, so they had 2 out here. And this is actually a piece of the steel. You see where the tree fell over the rocks that ran down for the cooling in the water. Okay, so we were like, okay, there's got to be more metal under there. My son just walked over there and found barrel loops.
Another one. Another one. We have a nice little operation.
They had a great steal. Do you know my grandfather used to make moonshine? He lived back in these mountains.
Maybe it's a steel.
Alright, so we walked over here, and this makes a nice little pool right here. This is so, I've never seen a waterfall out here, and like I said, it's right at 15,000 acres. So, and I've been exploring it all my life, but there's areas out here I still haven't been. This is one, and I don't know if you can see this, but this goes way up here. It looks like there's some cliffs up here. So we're going to keep following the creek until we just get to where we don't want to climb anymore. Well, let me walk right over here and get a better look at this.
I changed my mind. This is the pool I want to be in the summertime.
Yeah.
With that running down my back.
Yep.
And over my
You can lean back right here.
Yep.
So we've been following the creek. We finally started climbing it's over and around the curve. Yeah, a few hundred yards back. But we followed the creek and we came up and there's an old road here. And like I said, we've got a camp on the other side of the mountain and there's an old road bed over there. But we're going to follow this just till we don't want to anymore, or till it runs out. Yeah, until the creek runs out. So my son decided to climb up to these cliffs up here. Or not cliffs, but these giant boulders. This gives you an idea how steep it is up here. This and the high point, it goes over and then levels off. And then it's going to go and then climb again according to the map. So that's the rocks he went to. And then we were way down here. Man, that's been a pretty good climb up here. We're about up to the top up here. This goes way up. So we just came over there. The road looked like it ran out. We was wanting to follow the creek anyway. So we dropped down to this flat area right here. So we're going to stop and have a cup of coffee before we continue. Alright, so we're almost at the top of the mountain. We're going to stop here because the creek, you can hear it, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it pretty much more or less runs out here and goes underground. And it goes underground down, way down there. And we left our packs down there while we had a coffee. We came up and we're fixing to go collect them, then go to the next valley. And then once we get to the back of it, have some lunch. There's a really cool deer trail up here on top of this mountain. I don't know if you can see it. It goes up through here and goes up into these pine thickets, and that's where I love to hunt. I love to hunt in pine thickets. I've taken more deer in thickets than I ever have in hardwood or out in fields. All right, so there's a little bit of water right here. We made it to almost the top of the mountain. It's right up here. But according to the map, the creek pretty much, we've already come past where the creek runs out. This is, we got real heavy rains yesterday, I mean all day, so I'm thinking this is just runoff from it, but don't know. We want to go do the other valley, so that's for some other time. Alright, so we're coming up this, we're come about 100 yards up the valley so far, and there's another creek in here. And it goes up. It's pretty high elevations up there. Found a nice overhang right here you could spend the night under. Yeah, that's a good spot. So anyway, we're stopping for lunch. I'm going to use a gas stove I haven't used in a couple of years. Alright, so we came up, had our lunch, came up, and this goes way up. It's beautiful back in here. So, Andrew's down here, right there. I think, can't see one here. Oh, there it is, right here. So anyway, I'm up here. It's steep. Wind's starting to pick up. but I just looked on the map. It looks like it flattens this way, but not a whole lot. It's going to stay somewhat steep.
But I didn't see anywhere something.
All right, we came down.
Unless it was
This
that
is
old road.
that right there is literally almost straight up, but we dropped down, and we're literally coming down stuff like this. So we're going to have to walk in the creek because this, I mean, it's so steep on each side.
Yeah, that's easily 45 degrees.
Oh yeah.
That's the path of least resistance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much further we're going to go up here.
Well, see where it runs into the mountain up here? It's probably going to cut back sharp to the left.
So I split also.
Yeah.
Because I see in there something going that way.
That's just wall.
Wow.
We'll go up there and see how that is. And I never did get a coffee if it looks like that's the dead end. All right, so we're back here where it looks like it runs into the mountain, and we found another waterfall. So this is the second one today. Oh, there's another one on top up there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Holy smoke.
There's deep water right here. I might have to carry you across.
Carry me across. Well, thanks, son. I appreciate it, but I think the old man's got it. All right, so made it across the creek. Past all the logs. Don't climb on them.
Alright. Should I drink it?
No, I mean, it's probably fine, but I wouldn't.
Go on up there. You gotta have a lot more energy than I got. That's what I had to drink.
Okay. All right, so Andrew my son wanted to go up there and see if it flattened out.
It goes up, the waterfall, and it flattens out. If there's still a ridge, kind of keeps going.
So anyway, while he does that, it's coming on 4 o'clock. I'm gonna have a coffee before it gets too late. So he's found a hangover of what might be a cave up here. But, so, when I'm trekking, I keep my brew kit on the outside of the pack, along with a small Espit stove or just whatever stove I want to carry, and my water bottle, and my mug. So this is a windscreen from my little white box stove. It covers these little Espit stoves well. We've got to go back that way. Yeah, there's 2 stoves I like to carry when I come out doing these scouting or exploring. I like to carry like either a little, not Tringia, but Espit stove, and either that or a gas canister stove, just depending. If it was going to be real windy today, I would carry my gas canister because it's got a built-in windscreen on it. But I enjoy the quietness of an Espit stove or a Tringia. And they do a fairly good job. That's almost boiling, and it's only been on there a few minutes. Definitely with a Espit, you want to do it like a Tringia. You want to make sure that you've got a windscreen.
Dig up silver. The silver has to be refined. A lot of gold doesn't have to be refined. If it's like embedded in quartz and junk, they have to melt it out and then
Nope.
if you get it long enough.
I can't believe he's not running. Or acorns or grubs, because the bugs came out. Because it warmed up today.
I've never seen a raccoon.
Isn't it cool? Alright, so we're almost back to the truck. And we got a few miles to drive out of here. Alright guys, well, thanks for coming along. And I will see you in the next video.